Who are you? No, really no. Can you answer this question? Who are you? How come that most of the time we are shocked when somebody asks us this question? Is it that we don't really know who we are, or we never actually thought deeply about it? I'm Aurelian, and this is Studylia Audio Experience. This is the place where we exercise our minds so they become faster, stronger, better. If you like our content, smack that like button, subscribe to our channel, and join the notification squad. In his book, The Light in the Heart, Roy Bennett says, and I quote, "If you don't know who you truly are, you'll never know what you really want." End quote. And if that sounds good in theory, there is a problem when it comes to real life application. And the problem is that nobody teaches us to discover who we are. During our lifetime, different people will try to project their expectations or feelings on us. Psychological projection is a mechanism that causes us to attribute characteristics that we like or dislike to somebody else. Even from our early childhood, our parents might project their feelings and expectation on us, even if they don't realize it. This can be harmful because it can cause us to adopt beliefs and behaviors that are not natural, not least to us. We attempt to adapt to the projected identity. For example, if some parents grew up feeling that they don't need to set up goals or feeling that they could never reach their goals, they might tell their children that life is unfair and that they should not expect to achieve much. After hearing this sort of negative projection for years, the children may begin acting as life is unfair and they simply do not expect to achieve more. That's not nice, that's not fair, but it happens. Just as our parents have an impact on who we are, our peers and the groups that we enter have the exact same effect. And the sad news is that this doesn't stop there. As soon as we are exposed to media, we are bombarded with advertising that leaves us even more confused. So, what can we do? Well, to answer this question, who am I, or who are you, actually, we need to understand that I is not only a single person. We don't have only one true self. We have multiple selves showing up in different scenarios. And that is okay. Nope, there is not a problem. That is actually how it's supposed to be. Only after we realize this, our journey can begin. And trust me, it's a hell of a journey. Here are some steps I took that might help you discover who you are. First, take the time to be quiet and alone. You cannot and will not be able to discover who you are until you take the time to be quiet and alone. Silence doesn't have to be scary. Silence gives you the time to evaluate yourself and understand your feelings. As a second step, think and write down on a piece of paper the strengths that you have. Also, write down strengths that you want to have. It is important to note them down, not just think about them. Really now, write them down, don't just think about them. Your thoughts and ideas are only in your mind. If they are only in your mind, they are actually not real because they do not exist in real life. They are only in your mind. So put them down in writing, give them a concrete form. The third step is the most difficult one because it takes a lot of time. In this step, you need to find what you are good at and what you are not good at. This means that you have to try as many things as possible in a fixed amount of time. So you need to actually fix the amount of time in which you try and try as many things as possible. Then assess everything and determine what you liked and what you did not. Don't forget to write it down. It is also helpful to ask people you know for feedback. But here's the catcher. Their feedback is not the truth. Their feedback is simply their point of view. Take their feedback and compare it to your notes. You do have some notes by now, right? Use the feedback you received to discover blind spots that you have or things that you missed. In the end, assess all your relationships. A large aspect of discovering who you are can be found in your relationships. The truth is that we are different when we are comfortable with somebody. Assessing all our relationships, we can discover more about ourselves than we thought. Aristotle said, "Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom." So, start today. But you don't need to be alone in this journey. There are lots of people out there not knowing who they really are. And for you and for them, we are building Studylia. Studylia is the platform where you will be able to learn vital skills that you cannot learn in school and that nobody teaches. Our vision for the future is to connect people and allow them to learn skills that matter. We are launching in 2021, but you can get the front seat right now and sign up for the early access. Be courageous, take the first step, join the early access program now.